Welcome to Pugging with Shintar episode 22. And it's been an exciting week. This isn't really a news show, but there have been a lot of news that I kinda need to mention. Probably, well, in the queue. So let's just remove Core Meltdown, which I did last week, and off we go. Instapop with the healers, no thank you. Okay, let's wait for a few seconds and then talk about the news instead. There has been a new roadmap released by Keith, and it's full of exciting stuff that's coming up soon. And I'm not going to talk about all of it, but a few items are going to be relevant for me and for leveling Paget. The most important one being there will be server merges. Yes! End of October, beginning of November. All the servers in one language on the European server cluster will be merged together, so there will just be one English server, one German server, and one French server. So the Red Eclipse will be joined with the Progenitor and Tomb of Redenad. Now, what does this mean for me? Probably not much. I mean, you can see my pops are already instant most of the time, so adding more people to the mix is not going to make much of a difference there. But different servers tend to have slightly different cultures in terms of how they tackle certain bosses or divide loot and stuff like that. So there is a chance that when we get all those new players from the other two servers, there might be some conflict or confusion arising when they get grouped with Red Eclipse players and have to adjust their habits. But I don't expect it will be anything too dramatic. And of course, the other item was that there will be a new flashpoint coming soon, actually, also in November, a bit later. So I will have quite a few more episodes to record before it even comes out. But it's still a new flashpoint. I wonder if it's going to be as much fun to pug as Crisis on Umbara was. It is a veteran I'm getting here, okay. So yeah, new flashpoint, server merges, exciting times. It's Taral 5, yes! I've been waiting for that forever, so I can advance my Jedi prisoner storyline. Now, I've mentioned before, Taral 5 is another flashpoint that's pretty long, in theory at least, but people are also really fond of skipping stuff. Oh, we have someone in chat asking if we can do the bonus. Shock horror! I mean, I don't mind. I always love doing the bonuses, so I'll say I don't mind. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see pushback from the other two people. Because doing the bonus in here does make a significant difference to how long it takes. Because you can skip loads of stuff, which is all needed for the bonus.
Think you're just another shuttle bringing supplies. I'm transmitting coordinates to an Imperial security outpost. Take control there and contact me from the Fortress's network. We'll handle the rest.
So yeah, the person running to the bonus is a level 61. The other two people are level 70, so maybe less excited. But it could be a good sign that this person went ahead and pulled the first trash pull, because you don't even have to do that. You could have just driven past those monsters, so that's a sign that maybe they don't mind.
All 5 has no shortage of hungry predators. Unsurprisingly, the Empire's fond of them. There's an Imperial patrol up ahead. Discourage them from warning the outpost.
Well, it looks like the Sentinel has sort of taken charge and is killing stuff for the bonus. Unfortunately, we don't have a proper tank, so I am tanking anything that isn't being attacked by a DPS. Once again, been a while. Been doing so many master modes lately. I'm used to having a tank, spoiled as I am. It would certainly be sort of funny if we actually end up doing a bonus because, well, it's funny to me when I predict that, oh yeah, typically it goes like this, and then when I run it, it goes completely different. Also on the plus side, if we do the bonus hit, that should result in a pretty substantial chunk of XP for me. Like our sage here, I am still leveling. Whoa, he is kind of squishy. Probably shouldn't be running in first. Let's add a bit of DPS here. Things going well. Maybe approaching the first boss, which is also popular for skipping. Also because it doesn't even drop anything interesting. I think in the last time I was here on hard mode, I sort of pulled him, even as the rest of the group was trying to run past, and we killed him, but he seriously didn't drop anything. So it was a bit of a waste of time, to be honest. Only good for achievements and stuff. Not even sure he is part of the achievement for this instance, but no, it doesn't drop anything interesting in veteran mode either. Just counts as an Imperial for the bonus. Good. That is something that bugs me a bit, because when BioWare added those CXP packs for and crafting max drops for flashpoints, I understand why they did it, but it's annoying that they basically made it so that no flashpoint ever gives you more than 4 of those drops. I understand that it was done in the interest of equalizing things, but at the same time it's not really an equalizer because, well, the flashpoints aren't equal. Like, a place like Taral 5 is really long and has more bosses, so if you actually take the time to kill all the bosses, you should be able to get more rewards and not be limited to 4 just because 4. Same with Directive 7 and, yeah, other longer ones. Battle of Ilum. I mean, that only encourages all the skipping culture because people are like, well, why should I even bother killing this boss? It doesn't give anything. And that does suck. Look at them fly! These jungle crawlers were bugged for a while. Where they wouldn't spawn near the console. There was a time like you would come here and they would spawn somewhere way back and you were suddenly in combat and had red dots on the map very far away and you would have to wait for them to run all the way up and to be able to kill them.
Almost to the security outpost. I'll stop chattering so you can focus on taking control and accessing their network.
I am still really impressed that nobody complained about the idea of doing the bonus. Because I've seen people quit here as soon as they zone in just because they're like, oh, this is so long, I don't want to do it. Even with the skipping, where it goes quite fast. But that's the nature of pugs, you never know what you're going to get. Level 60, yay!
I've seen Ugnuts put up a better fight. We don't take prisoners here.
In theory, you should try to kill these at roughly the same time. Oh, they have moved away from the boss. That's nice, I was gonna say. But this group is nuking the boss really quickly. But no, they actually stopped to start putting some DPS on Ripper.
Hit them with all you've got.
Doing them an injustice. No, they are trying to do it properly. Yeah, because there's an enrage. But that was actually quite beautifully done. Good job, group.
That will require help from SIS slicers aboard my ship.
Now, since it's veteran mode, I'm gonna try and watch the cutscene. Unless someone says skip, as usual.
Well done, my friends. We now have access to the Empire's communications. Do you read me?
I read you. Go ahead.
Our data slicers are quietly shutting down the Empire security grid. The enemy's in for an unpleasant surprise. The time for subtlety is almost over. Make your way carefully to the fortress, but once you arrive, strike quickly and hard.
How fast will those ships in orbit respond once they hear what's happening at the fortress?
The sentry ships aren't prepared for a ground invasion. They shouldn't be a factor. I'm sending coordinates to the fortress. The green computer is amazingly compact. You'll have no trouble carrying it out. I'll keep quiet from here on, unless it's an emergency. Okay, out.
Okay, we made it through the cutscene. Though I couldn't help noticing that we have Revan in the group as well as a Sentinel that looks a bit like she's working in a different field that requires you to be half naked. And our other stage is just very orange. Which is an odd color to wear, is all I'm saying. Whoa, they go running in there and we're having all this. Okay. I remember when I was a noob and we came here the first time, we killed, well, not literally every mob, but we went into all the buildings, and there were actually some nice surprises in some of these, like loot chests, but I seem to have taken these out again. I'm not sure why. Was it that horrible to give people a reward for actually bothering to kill some extra trash? Don't know. Okay, we have split the party, which is not so good. I am here with the Sentinel. Don't know where the two sages have gone. think we should be fine. I mean, part of the problem with the bonus here is that you do need to kill a lot of mobs. Which is fine if you're in a group of friends for the first time and love exploring everything, but on repeat it is kind of annoying that you have to go out of your way to kill extra trash. It's not just enough to not actively skip things, but just going through the groups as they appear on the road is not enough to keep up with the bonus. Oh my god, now they pulled everything in the building, and the one sage just ran ahead and pulled the jungle cat. Good times, good times. Okay, I'll go and help this guy. I think we don't need to kill everything in these buildings. We should be fine.
A rain of fire is coming.
Where did he run back in?
Hatred burns
Guys,
everything.
wanting to do the bonus is fine. We don't need to kill every single person in this building. Why are we here? Hopefully not for this station here, there's plenty of those. Probably should have gone with the other sage, she seems to be in trouble. Oh well, too late now. I suppose since we actually went all the way to stage 3 in here already, we can click some of those consoles. But again, it's not needed to be. There is a security chest here. They haven't removed them all. Let's see what's in this one. Nothing exciting. But hey, the chest still exists. What do you know? Anyway, what is this? Now the sentinel has gone into this building. We're just totally spread out now. Let's go on. Come on. You can do the bonus. There's plenty more of those terminals further onwards. Leaving green loot behind. Oh, this is already being rolled for. Okay. I guess you're out of range for the roll. I'm almost kind of hoping that I get the hard mode version of this soon, and that people there will want to skip everything just so I can show the contrast. Fun things like this barrel, if you have to click at just the right time to knock them off. Whee! I don't know, that's part of why I don't mind doing bonuses, because I actually find it fun to kill the extra mobs. Now you can skip some mobs on the way into the base here. Maybe we'll do that. After all, we're past the kill X mob stage on the bonus. We just have to destroy those terminals. Yep, okay. Looks like the bloodlust has abated, as we're now just out to find terminals where possible. And again, our sage is lonely somewhere else. The rest of us are killing stuff over here.
You have a debt to settle. It will be paid in blood.
Fortunately, this is also a fairly easy flashpoint, which is why our Sage is managing on his own. Her own. Whatever. Well, I'm kind of pleased that everyone got so into doing the bonus, even if it means that all charging off in different directions to find more terminals. What, have we been taking the lift up into this random room now? I think that's one of those rooms that used to contain a chest. Well, whatever was in there is being killed now. Been killed thoroughly. Ah! Okay, actually we weren't going here. Yes, this used to contain a chest because of the 3 gold mobs. I don't want to fight 3 gold mobs though. Okay, I clearly got lost here. I thought someone went up there. Looked like it. I guess they didn't. Pain! Help me! Oh, that was a bit painful. This boss was bugged for a while, which was kind of funny. In that he was super low level for some reason. So you would come in here and he'd die in like 3 hits. I have so many funny bug stories. Doesn't shine the best light on the game, but most of these bugs I remember are pretty harmless. I mean, just kind of silly. So I don't consider that a problem. Wait, is this the right way to go? I'm getting confused. Yes. Okay, we just need one more... Oh yeah, we need one more research station, but that's the second bonus, because the first bonus we're already on Defeat Lord Hasper. That's how well we've been doing, chasing down those terminals. Anyway, Lord Hasper actually used to be a super hard bonus boss. I don't even remember if we got him down the first time I came here, I just remember that we really struggled with him.
Both die in flames.
But it's not so bad anymore. The thing is, he does this move where he pulls everyone in. and then there's a lightning storm around you, which used to do loads of damage. But I think it's been reduced a lot, so it's not so bad. But it made him quite tricky, because he would have all the range, sort of standing at the door and run back and forth trying to do some damage, but line of sight him just before he did the pull, so you wouldn't take the damage from the lightning storm. Well, could be quite challenging. But I will still try to do it, even if it might not be strictly necessary. Yes, force lightning. I think he does 2 force lightnings before he does his pull. Whoa, lots of damage on our sage. I guess the disadvantage is that the cultist stations are inside. You can't hit it. Ah! Okay, that lightning storm still hurts. Maybe it's better to stay inside so you can hit the cultist stations at least. Oh well. It does still hit quite hard on a non-tank. Oh no, she died. Our combat res. Probably should have let her click this cultist station since she had taken more damage. That was my bad. Okay, well, we got him down. So, not super hard anymore, but actually he still has some challenge to him. Funny thing is, this boss is not at all hard. But I found him in the past also quite difficult in a group without a dedicated healer. Because I think he can also hit pretty hard on whoever is tanking. There's only 3 cultist stations, so if people get a bit overexcited with hitting them, you can find yourself without one when you most need it. Yeah, he hits hard if you're not level 70. It's not so bad if you are also level 70. I do love this little line of his where he says target appears to be non-sentient if you stand in one of his red circles. It's like a joke on players who don't move out of bad circles. It's like even a droid can't imagine that you actually have a brain to stand in this red circle. Duh.
Target appears to be non-sentient. Target appears to be non-sentient.
See, he's taking quite the hits. Time for another fun conversation.
You, on my doorstep. Fortune has always favored me. You've all made quite an impression on the galaxy since our last meeting. Congratulations. Sadly, your victories end here. My fleet is about to bombard your position from orbit.
This place is designed to withstand a lot of firepower.
The fortress shields have been deactivated. You're standing in a tomb, and I'm burying you in it. It's been a pleasure catching up, but you won't escape this time.
Damn you, Kilran! Grand Moff Kilran is a pretty cool character.
Zoltek, do you read me? I monitored that transmission. My fleet is moving to intercept the bombardment. I'll do my best to keep the Grand Moff busy, but you need to hurry. Find that green computer and get out of there.
I think it was actually pretty clever what they did at launch, which was to have these flashpoint stories, which were pretty cool, but they were at the same time fully separate from the rest of the game. So Grand Moff Kilran is a cool character, and he appears several times, but only in Flashpoint. So in the Black Talon, in the SLEs, then in here and in Maelstrom Prison, where you finally kill him. And you do get to experience a pretty cool story, but at the same time, if you're just not into Flashpoints, you can play the rest of the game, and it doesn't feel like you're missing out. At the same time, it's a bit of a shame actually that he died so quickly, because really they could have done more with him. He's just a fun character. Why are we going into these rooms? Okay, I think the Sentinel just realized too that it's not needed. You have everything for the bonus that we could possibly need. Come over here. You don't need to kill all these mobs. No, they bounced out of my AoE. But they're dead anyway. And Lobby Sage. Lobby, he's higher than me. But he's already dinked twice. Started at 61 and now he's 63. I might just, oh well, I don't know. Depends on how much the mission reward it gives. But there's a chance I might ding a second time as well. It's not really a given at this level. You gain 2 levels in a flashpoint. But bonuses count for a lot. First time I came to Taral 5, we actually failed on this last boss and had to quit and come back later. Because his damage over time effect did so much damage and we kept dying to it. We were probably a bit under level for it at the time, because when we came back later it was fine. But that's an interesting contrast to how easy most of the flashpoint is. Remember on hard mode we also used to all hide behind those boxes? So when his ad spawned, they would have to come around the corner.
The line for the
Because they're ranged. Yeah, you can have my raid buff too. Oh, and yeah. Lobby Sage is tanking again and taking a lot of damage. Yeah. Well, why am I taking so much damage? Oh, the ads have appeared. No, they only just came. So I don't even know. Tempted to run around the corner. No, I really can't spend my time DPSing when he hits that hard.
I will not lose this space.
There's this damage over time effect. Doesn't hit that hard now. But back then, it was like, whoa.
This is my battlefield, scum. You only leave it in a bag.
Temptation to hit the damage ability is too high, because in times like these, like, there's nobody is taking damage, and then he suddenly hits and...
Doesn't matter. Kilran's bringing the walls
There we go.
down.
Republic butchers, you've invaded a sovereign imperial world, slaughtered dozens of innocents to what? Steal our research? This facility is on a mission of peace. We're charting the Maelstrom Nebula for the good of all.
Surrender the technology you're using to navigate the nebula, and you won't be harmed.
Like the other personnel you spared, I'm no fool. When the rest of the galaxy hears of this unprovoked assault, the Republic's evil will finally be exposed. Your names will become synonymous with your government's extermination campaign against us.
I love how convincingly this guy plays innocent. Like, we are the nice guys.
We are the
You
guardians
Republic
of
guys
peace
are
and
so
justice
evil.
in the galaxy, but there can be no peace without justice. Your empire oppresses, enslaves, and murders all who don't submit. I cannot permit that to continue.
We've only ever defended ourselves. It's you who oppress us. You're condemning hundreds of civilian science vessels exploring the Maelstrom Nebula. Electromagnetic radiation alters the safe navigation routes every moment. Without precise and timely coordinates from the Gree computer, thousands of good people, innocent scientists, will be trapped there forever.
I've only seen the dark side option here,
Doesn't leave civilians
like
to die.
once or twice.
Transmit fresh
So you can
coordinates
see
to
one
science
person
vessels and
vote the
order them
dark
home.
side, but
Then
most of the time
computer is
everyone is
ours.
light side.
But our research, all that dangerous exploration will have been for nothing without a complete map. Transmitting the coordinates now. The computer is yours. I hope it breaks the first time you use it.
The very sophisticated Greek computer looks like, I'm not even sure what, a very random thing.
Heavy losses and the fortress defenses are crumbling. There's no more time. Take the computer to the fortress shuttle bay. You can fly out in one of their ships. We'll rendezvous in Republic space. Now, go!
Yes, I did level up again. Excellent. I just have to catch up with Otek.
The Jedi prisoner can end this war. Save countless worlds. We'll be jumping to hyperspace soon. Head for the shuttle base. Be ready to launch on my signal. May the Force be with you.
Oh, Otek, you were so wrong about him. But nobody ever talks about that. And yeah, unfortunately it now says complete Maelstrom Prison, except I've already done it twice. Unfortunately, this old quest was not set up to remember if you'd already done stuff. Oh well. And it also gives you the solo mode by default, which I always abandon because I don't want to do solo mode. But I understand why they did that, because many solo players don't realize when they're given a group quest and then they are confused, so it's easier to give them the solo mode, and people who like the group are probably clever enough to figure out how they can get the group version. Anyway, it was not a good round. It's because I'm just reading propulsion round. It was not a good run, and yes, I got propulsion round. Hurrah! The jumpy back skill I've previously tried to use without realizing that I didn't have it yet. Any of the drops any good? I suppose we can take this generator. Chest piece is not an upgrade. Actually, this generator is better because I don't need accuracy. These legs are the same as those we already have. Oh well. Good times. 2 levels gained. Only 9 levels to go. We'll see which flashpoints will make it in that time. And I'll see you next time.